Did somebody ask for Mary Chavez to enter the building? Because I will, goddammit. I fucking will. So I'm kind of torn right now because I have some other vids that I want to shoot for the gaming channel that are not horror vids, but it's coming up to be October, so like it feels like I should, but like I don't like playing horror games, and I feel like it's not that fun watching me play horror games. I kind of just wanted to get into some indie stuff, but I'll see. I'll find probably some bullshit horror vids to put up. Colonel Sanders is definitely happening, so be sure to check that out. And but anyways, we're going to hit back for some more Entitled Parents. She already paid for it. I've never been on this channel before, but I got it from the video suggestions, so we'll try it out. So let's continue. Any other questions, put them in the comment section. I'll remember it, I promise.
Entitled mom doesn't understand why I won't give my dog to her daughter.
Entitled mom doesn't understand why I won't give her daughter, whomst I don't know, my shit. Got it.
Backstory. About 5 years ago, my family rescued a golden retriever named Maya.
Cute.
She was my responsibility, so my family refers to her as my dog.
Sad dog story at the end. I got one, I'm gonna tell it.
And she came into my life when I was dealing with a death in the family. Needless to say, she helped me a lot and is very special to me. I moved to university and I come back during the summer. Neighbors next door are a family of 3. Mom and dad, who are always at work, and a 6-year-old daughter. This summer, the mom asked me if I could babysit her daughter while she was at work, and she paid me in exchange. Daughter, let's call her Kay, grew very attached to Maya, who loves most kids, and they played together almost constantly whenever she came over. After summer ended, Mom came to pick up Kay one last time, and Kay burst into tears and started hugging Maya, saying she didn't want to leave her.
That's natural kid stuff. I
explained that Maya was my dog, and I was like her mommy, so she would be sad if she had to leave her mom. Kay calmed down and understood after the conversation, but Mom was not having it, and she started to cause a scene. Really? Can't you see she loves that dog? She promises to take care of it. Kay sees how upset her mom is, so she goes back to crying and grabbing Maya. I'm sure she does, but she is...
It's just some of these things that you don't think you have to say to people, but this my dog. Like, how dumb do I have to talk to you to explain how you should treat my shit, lady?
Still my dog. That's not really fair. You're not even here most of the time. Doesn't the dog deserve an owner who will spend all their time with her? Doesn't change the fact that she's my dog.
Really don't.
My family is still here to take care of her, and they love her very much. I'm not going to give you my dog. Well, it's not really giving her away, is it? How much have I paid you? That definitely covers the cost of buying the dog. Oh, at this point, I really wanted to scream in her face. She paid me to watch her kid, not to buy my flipping dog.
For real.
I really didn't want to blow up in front of Kay because she's a sweet girl who probably only continued to cry because her mom escalated the situation and confused her. So I separated Maya from Kay and told her, the dog, to go inside. I told Mom to leave me and my dog alone and to find a new babysitter next summer.
Dang.
And later on, she texted my mom saying I was a foul-mouthed girl, never even cussed in front of her 6-year-old child, who ruined the life of a 6-year-old girl. Ha!
Yo, so, my mom kept the dogs at her place, obviously, when me and Skid moved. They just have, like, a bigger backyard and everything. And my mom claims that they are her dogs. I disagree. I feel like they're my dogs. But, it is how it is. And I got a video I'll post it here of, that's Daisy that you're seeing there. I think I have a couple of videos. One of Daisy holding my hand. I was sitting it's like skitting or something. And then there's one of Daisy laying down in front of the door. But she lays down there now because when her friend Pinto passed, the other dog, they had a bed downstairs, and now Daisy doesn't sleep in that bed when we come over anymore. She sleeps by the door now. It's so goddamn sad. But we go by, me and Skitten go by and visit Daisy ever so often. She still remembers us, which is really cool. I don't know why, for some reason as a kid I had this idea that like your dogs would forget you if you weren't around for a while, but they definitely remember, they definitely remember, so. But that's cute. I haven't really talked about Daisy on the channel. I think this is the first time you guys have actually seen any video of the dog. But I just so happened to take it because I was in a video conversation with Skitten about it. So, but yeah, we'll continue. Play.
Alrighty, this one's called Entitled Mom Pours Drink on Me and Insults Me About My Illness. So this happened about 10 minutes ago, and I'm pretty urinated. You know the whole shtick. English is my first language, I'm on mobile, blah 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 blah. On to the story. Also, just to add, I'm a high-functioning autistic, and it's easily noticeable in how I talk, react, and move.
I don't think most people in like regular life know how to accurately identify autism, by the way. I've heard people call a lot of things autism that is just not even close. But we shall continue.
Be relevant later. Here's the cast. There's me, entitled Mom, who is indeed a flipwit and innocent kid. She was just a toddler, not knowing where she was going. So I'm at a fairly famous theme park in Australia, and they have this wildlife area with a small Aboriginal and bushranger info shack where they have a whip crack game where you have to hit all the cans on a fence with a whip. It was a Connect game. When innocent kid walks over curiously and accidentally spills my drink. Here's how the conversation went. Entitled kid spills drink. Pooh! Entitled mom gives me a death glare. It's fine, it's okay, it's okay. Don't you flipping swear, my little innocent kid! Look, I'm sorry for swearing. It was just a reflex. Entitled mom then walks over to my cup and flippin' pours it on me.
Whoa!
What the fornication under consent of the king? That'll teach you.
What?
Fudging artists not to mess with normal people.
Yo, you should have uppercut that hoe.
You shouldn't even be here, you flippin' degenerate.
Oh no.
People like you should just stay in the mental hospital where you flippin' belong.
Don't even worry, I hit that bitch for you. Don't say no more. Sit down, don't be stressed out no more. Get the sweat off your brow. You know what I mean? Go get a napkin, dap yourself up, and enjoy the show. Cause I'll whoop this bitch's ass. Don't even fucking worry. I've heard enough. I'm in it. We're here. This trying somebody patience. It's mine.
This fudging Landwill had the flippin' audacity to pour a drink on me, then insult and degrade me because I have autism?
No. Go ahead and sit down. We got this. We'll call the friends. Don't even worry. They'll take a trip for this. That's ridiculous.
After hearing that, I just walked off to get away.
That is crazy.
As I'm walking, innocent kid runs up to me and then hugs my leg.
Cute.
I'm sorry I spilled your drink, and I'm sorry for my mom hurting you.
Cute.
It's okay, kid. Thank you. After innocent kid apologized, I walked off knowing that even the entitled mom's toddler was still respectful and that there's still hope for this young girl.
That's cute. I don't know how much I believe the kid going up and hugging your leg, but I do appreciate how cute it was.
Collectible console is worthless, and I should just give it to my cousin because it's a cheap old thing.
You know what? I did have a situation like this because I said a couple of times before when I had a Game Boy Color, I sold it to a lady who was having trouble finding a gift for her son. You know, they had not finding one, but affording one, which is two very different things. And so I sold them out of Game Boy Color, all these games and all that kind of stuff. But with my aunt, I think it's my aunt, when I was like kind of retelling the story over like a Thanksgiving kind of thing, and the point was, at that point, I had never really had to deal with anything that specific. Like, I was at least in a position where I could work to buy my own video games and things like that. So that to me feels like a very beneficial place. Even though my parents didn't just give me stuff like that all the time, I could work to get them, right? That seems like something like, I'm glad, because that kid obviously is in a different situation where he can't do that, or doesn't know how, or doesn't have the motivation. Either way, I'm thankful, okay? It doesn't really matter what the reason is. The point is I'm thankful. And my aunt kind of made a comment like that, like, you know, oh, well, who cares because how old it was and blah, blah, blah. But, like, you don't understand. Like, it's mine. It's important to me. The sentimental value at that point was heavy on me, and I had kept it because it was important to me. Not like a hoarding thing, like kind of like my parents feel like it is, you know. And now they're worth like a shit ton of money, right? But, like, it doesn't matter to me because at the time I did it for my reasons, and, you know, I'm happy with it. But that shit's really close to me, you know.
So, for some backstory. Growing up, I was always a PlayStation guy, but was always fascinated with Nintendo, mostly due to my love for the Pokemon anime, but could never justify to my parents why I needed one. Recently, I bought a Nintendo 64 Pikachu Edition.
Damn!
Brand new.
How much is that now, you know? Yeah, Pikachu Edition. I've seen one of those. Yeah, them shits is some cash, bro. That shit right there is like 160 on eBay bid, 200 on Amazon if it's even available. Yeah, it's not even available like that. It's just, there it is, the Pikachu system. Yeah, 250, bro. Yeah, that shit is, that's cash right there. You really wanted that shit. Good on you for getting it.
never opened.
Damn.
For those who don't know, Pikachu Edition Nintendo 64 is a very rare console, and the sealed ones are even rarer.
I believe that.
They currently
Double
go
that?
for $550 for the sealed and $250 for the opened ones.
Hey, the man is telling the truth right here. Like, if you just got this shit right now, this is even revamped. It's not even brand new, and that's $250. $160 if you get it used, and that it probably don't work. So yeah, he's not lying about that, man.
And graded ones are $1,225.
Damn.
I was gonna get mine graded before this. Recently, my aunt came over to my house because my cousin wanted to meet me. He's an amazing kid, definitely his dad's influence. His mother, on the other hand, is the exact definition of an entitled bimbo.
Damn.
Example. One day she locked herself in a room with rat poison and threatened to drink it if my other aunt and uncle didn't leave her house because she didn't want any guests that day. Very interesting creature.
Huh.
So I was out and told them to take the keys from my neighbor and enter the house and just make themselves comfortable. After a short while, I came home, and to my shock and horror and everything in between, I found my Nintendo 64 opened with the Pokemon cartridge in as both of them are playing. I asked in shock, what were they doing? And in the most monotonous tone, "Why, we were just playing." Steaming with anger, I asked her, "Do you realize what you have done?" She said, "What? It's not like he's gonna break it. Anyways, it's really old and weak anyway. You should just get better things." At that point, I thought to myself, it's no point arguing with her since people like her never understand. So I just gave up and played with my cousin.
What a nice
By the
dude.
way, after playing for some time, I realized why people really like these retro Pokemon games.
Okay.
They are fun.
Okay.
After it was all said and done and it was time for her
So
to
you did plan on playing it anyway, so that's good.
leave, as the kid sat in the car, she asked me if I could give my console to my cousin as he really liked it. I straight up refused. She said, "It's just a cheap old thing. You can buy like 1,000,000 of them. Just give him this." I said that she could buy a stock Nintendo 64 for quite cheap, but I was not giving them this one.
Right.
She said that it was my duty to give them this console as he is basically my brother. I refused as she huffed and puffed and said, "Fine, I'll buy it from you." And she handed me a 20 saying, "Keep the change." Yeah, this would not even cover the empty box, which itself is $60.
Damn.
I told her that it was worth $550, and she said if I didn't want to give her this, I should have just said so. This finally broke me as I said, "Do you know that you just removed $200 worth of value from it? You should have just paid me for this instead of offering me a 20 then huffing at me. Just because dad and uncle never tell you no doesn't mean I won't."
God damn, bro. Go ahead, dig deeper.
Hearing this,
Jesus.
she just stood there in shock.
Jesus.
I think her brain was not able to register what just happened. As she sat in her car, she regained consciousness and shouted, "I will tell your father about this," rolled up her windows and just left. Now, people, no one likes her, not even my father, so that is the least of my worries. It's just good that I will never have to hear from her again. Almost worth the $200 I lost in value of the console. Alright, and here's an update. Best thing happened. My dad called me and apparently my aunt complained about me. He said that it's okay and he will have a talk with me.
Okay.
He called me and said, I quote, "You yelled at her for opening the game." "Yep, Dad." "Okay, she was wrong." "Yes, Dad." "So how's everything else?" Normal conversation ensued.
Cute, dude. Very cute. You know, it's really irritating growing up as a kid where, like, that happens, that exchange happens with you and family members, and they want you just to give their kids stuff. And then, like in my family, they will just go behind your back and just ask my parents behind my back for my stuff to give to their kids. Sometimes it'd be just simple stuff, just small stuff that I don't really need. But like growing up, that was kind of stuff that like stuck with me, stuff that I would never do to my kids, like go behind their back and like sell their things or give their things away without their knowledge, you know. A couple times, like, I felt like my mom kind of tricked me into giving my stuff away without, you know, just like phrasing it in a way that's just about like family and all that kind of stuff. And I only felt some type of way about it now because like I would have done it anyways without that. But anywho's, and it is what it is. Don't be an entitled parent. You know, with other things, of course, it would be fine if you give things with a young